Where it stops, no one knows. We're going head into the unknown. Na, 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 na.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I'd like to welcome my lovely guest, Christine G. For all of you guys who aren't familiar with her, she is the one who created that beautiful introduction to the Criminality channel that you guys all just watched.
Hey,
Round of applause for
everyone.
Christine. Hey.
Teresa, I'm so glad to be here today to personally congratulate you on your 10,000 subscribers. I knew you could do it right from the very beginning. So
Aw, thank you.
tell me I was right.
Always. Aren't you always right? That's how it is. She's also the one that I tell you guys, like every week solves the Delphi case. Every week we get a new person of interest and a new solve.
I love doing solves.
So hi, 16 months, Shmita. Jeez, that's crazy. Hi, Devoted to Mariah. What's up, Missing Unsolved Crime? Hey, Jen P. Crystal Killikakey. Hi, Enigma. Hi, Shebe. What's up, Sleuth Intuition? Hey, Candy Lynn. Hi, Stephanie. Congrats on 10K Criminality. What's up, Kel? Hi, Aries Fire. C Dub. Let me see. My whole chat just went all over. I can't even talk. Probably shouldn't be live. Hey, Thierry. Hey, Shad.
Did it happen on
ATS
Christmas?
News. What?
You hitting 10K, did it happen on Christmas?
No, it didn't. It happened a couple days after. It was a couple days
still.
after. So I'll let you guys know, because I think most people who follow the channel know that I had received a lovely copyright strike from our friends over at MS. So on Tuesday, when this was all kind of breaking with Savanah, I went to go live and my YouTube was like, yeah, no, you can't. And so I apparently had been put on a 7-day ban from that copyright. But I was like, that's interesting, seeing as how I had already gone live twice since then. So I was really confused on what 7 days it encompassed. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to take some time and go hang out with the kids. So we watched a bunch of movies. Kaylee and I went shopping. And I think the ban was actually lifted like the next day, like the 27th. But I was like, whatever. It is what it is. Oh my gosh, Shay's been for 14 months. Rainbow Mom, 10. Oh, thank you, guys.
It's been so long. I mean,
can't
it feels
either.
Like it's
flown by.
It feels like a few months.
It's so crazy. I know that, like, when Shmeed put in there 16 months, I'm like, what? It hasn't really been that long. I guess it has. Enigma, hi, Grace, B Math, hey, Nicola, Nicola from England. What's up? Rock and roller, bada big, bada boop. Let me see how much, my chat's going kind of weird. So I don't know. Hey, Phoebe. Yeah, it was locked. It was locked out of my YouTube. I was like, nope, Thank you, E. Jones. Black Swan, thank you so much. Glowbug. Or Kursuma. Kursuma? Is it Kursuma? I hope I'm saying that right. What's up, Jenny? Hey, Laura. I love to care. Devil Dog. Water loving dog. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Hi, Sleuth Mom. Good to see you. I hope you had the bestest holidays. I'm just trying to make sure. If I missed you guys in chat, just hello, hello, hello.
Oh my
and
gosh, look, I
welcome.
have my wrench back. Feels good.
So, so this kind of just was brought to my attention. I think my friend Grace actually sent me a link to Gloria Cordova, which is Savanah Soto's mom, where she was talking about, like, hey, we can't find my daughter. She was supposed to be induced. And then there's immediate talk of domestic violence in the past. And I was like, oh gosh. So I shared it to the Facebook group, and I was like, this is tough, because we know how most of this normally ends. And I was really hoping with it being Christmas and then the baby, and Savanah was a week past her due date, so they were going to induce her on the 23rd. And her mom said that she was trying to get a hold of her, couldn't get a hold of her, even went to the hospital, and Savanah just didn't show up. I was like, oh,
it started so sus, like with the bang, just like right off,
right,
like 60 miles an hour.
Really? And then, because then you had the boyfriend, who's Matthew Guerra, and I'm probably not going to say that right, because I'm going to say it like how my friends say their last name, and I know that it's like there can be like a different roll on the R's. But his mom comes out on social media and is just like, my son didn't do anything. I gave birth to him. I know he would not touch her. This is not his fault. Leave him alone. Da 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 da. So then you've got like the moms are on there, and then you've got other family members who are popping in, and they're like, no, Matt's mom, you pipe down, and you know that he beat her last year. So we've got some of that to go over to. Then it comes out that this mom, Gloria, I just can't. I mean, this woman, I'm like, this is so sad that she'd actually lost her son when he was 15 to gang drug bullshit, almost right in front of their house back in May of 2022. And I was like, okay, this mom, like, how is this mom and this grandma, how are they going to handle this? This is going to be terrible, because this is all before it's even like we even know what's going on with, they're not found or anything yet. And so there's chaos just ensuing all over social media. It's blowing up on TikTok. I mean, you can't even keep up with everything. It's like there's videos just popping out, pop, of just different suspects and different things that they think happened, and the different family members, and it's a lot. And I was like, okay, it's wild. So we're going to do a little bit of catch up. I assume most people are familiar with this case at this point. I don't want to spend too much time rehashing, but this case had me up all night down rabbit holes. It's very heartbreaking. It very much is. Gloria could have had 8 children, 7 boys, 1 girl. Yeah. That's her only daughter. And Savanah Soto is 18 years old, and her boyfriend Matthew's 22. They were expecting a baby boy. Shay, you gifted memberships. Thank you, Shay. Look at that. Welcome, all you new green people in chat. I love it. Thank you, Shay. It's because she didn't get any sleep. She's just like, yeah, I'll just throw some memberships out to the world. So the little baby was a little baby boy. They'd had his baby shower. She was due the week before. That was also unnerving, because we've also followed a lot of cases where pregnant women get taken and, for the baby. And so it's like, okay, like there's so many possibilities and so many different avenues this could go. So I created a little bit of a playlist on just some of the things that I thought were the most important parts of the history of it, and then we can just kind of just talk. If you anything you guys want to add, anything you guys have questions of, like, so I said, I think everybody kind of knows knows the case at this point, because I mean it's everywhere. Anything you want to add, Christine?
No, somebody just knocked on my door. I'll be right back.
Okay then. Okay, so I want to play some of the stuff from early on. I just got to get it up here real quick for you guys. Sweet Melissa! What's up, Kim Kelly? Hey, Positive Vibes. Little Gambler. Hey, Deb. Marissa. So this is some of the stuff that happened with her brother which would be Savannah's brother, Gloria's son, who was only 15. I'm going to play a few of those for you guys. Just let me know if you guys can hear it. Did you see MG stepmom was a survivor of the La Luz del Mundo cult? Oh, really? No, I did not see that.
Sorry.
That's okay. Just read that comment and see what you think there.
Oh, dang. I had read something about it being like there's, I mean, okay, so the theories abound here, and just I don't go with any specific one. And if I did, it's all theories at this point. But I did see something where somebody was saying like maybe it's cartel related and all this kind of stuff. So that doesn't really surprise me.
But I didn't understand the cartel tie. I did see the comments, but didn't know why they would actually were tying it into cartel. I mean, I knew, okay, so we know that he's very into the drug trade as a profession. And, but I didn't think it was deep, like cartel level deep.
Yeah, I don't know. But is that me being or you? I don't know what the tie was there, because there's so like other theories that like the girl and the boyfriend and the ring cams, and I mean it's just so much.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I think that the ring cam, well, we'll get to that. We'll go through that. Hold on.
Yeah.
I lost you guys on the screen somewhere, so I had to go back and find you. Okay, so this is back in 2022.
And new tonight, 2 teenagers killed in 2 days. Just yesterday, we told you about a 17-year-old killed just north of downtown in a shooting. It happened on Rex Street near Main Avenue.
And tonight, we've also learned the night before, a 15-year-old was killed in another shooting, this one on the city's west side Tuesday. The night team's John Paul Barajas reports the suspect has not been caught, and the teen's parents wants justice.
I love him, and I miss him.
This is the 17-year-old.
I'll never forget about him.
Who and why? That's what the parents of 15-year-old Manuel Ramos Street was filled with friends and family paying their respect.
The wrong one. Maybe it's the next one.
A big break in a murder case, 4 months on the run. A 17-year-old is now jailed.
On May 16th, when officers responded to a shooting in the 2100 block of Alston Street on the city's northwest side, there they found Ethan Soto lying in the street, shot multiple times. But now the suspected shooter, identified by police as 17-year-old Victor Rivas, is behind bars. He was arrested last week and charged with murder.
Now let's bring in KENS 5 reporter Vanessa.
Okay, so the story behind this is that Savannah's brother, Ethan, once again, he was 15, had taken some pods, some THC pods from this 17-year-old named Victor. And he decided he was going to pay him back. And so he had one of their mutual younger girlfriends send him a message to meet up to buy some drugs from him. And instead, Victor met him there and ended up shooting him multiple times, essentially very close to the front of his house. And then this Victor kid takes off and he's on the run for a few months. They end up saying that it's actually social media that ends up helping them to catch him because he doesn't stay off of Instagram. But I want to show you guys this too.
The footage from the courtroom.
I have so many damn tips. Yeah, I have so many tabs open, though, that it's like I can't find anything that I want to find anymore. I should have closed half of this shit. I'll put that up there real quick so you guys can read that if you hadn't seen that one. That's Matthew's mom, his birth mom. He was raised by his dad and stepmom, apparently. So that becomes another huge drama where they're saying that she doesn't know anything about him. I'm just trying to find this article that I wanted to show you. And now everything's black. Remember I said I lost the article and then I went back and found it and then now it's gone again?
Mm-hmm. So
maybe it just doesn't want me to show that article.
During the, am I echoing?
Not to me or not.
Okay. So during the trial, this family was like a thing because the family attacked the guy on when he went to the witness stand or whatever when he was going to do his testimony, and it was like this big brawl in the courtroom, and the footage from it is insane. Like a huge
that's what I'm
fight.
looking for.
He's going to do a huge fight in the middle of the courtroom.
Which I had pulled up and ready to show you, and now I don't. Here it is. I'd be curious to know who ended up getting charged. If you guys know that, I'd be curious to know who ended up getting charged in this.
First at 5, family members of a murdered teenager accused of attacking the man on trial for it right in the middle of a Bexar County courtroom. 4 people, including 2 minors, now charged with assault as well as impeding a court proceeding after this melee in the 144th District Court.
Not even the right one I want.
Dylan Collier live now with how this attack unfolded. Unbelievable, Dylan.
I had the full one.
Certainly is, Ursula. This was supposed to be a routine hearing for defendant Victor Rivas, charged with killing 15-year-old Ethan Soto in May of last year. But footage shows Soto's family had other ideas this morning. Rivas, who was handcuffed and placed in the jury box, was repeatedly struck with closed fists after members of Soto's family jumped over a partition and attacked him in the jury box. Deputies said Rivas had gestured towards Soto's family after being brought into court. Rivas was charged last fall, months after San Antonio police said he killed Soto as an act of revenge for a drug robbery. Administrative Judge Ron Ronhell said these type of violent outbursts can happen from time to time.
Think about courtrooms. You're bringing in victims of violent crimes with people that are accused of committing those crimes. And so oftentimes courtrooms can become powder kegs. One little spark can ignite.
And this was certainly one of them. Rivas was checked out by paramedics at the courthouse for a facial injury. 4 people, 2 of them minors, will be charged with assault causing bodily injury and impeding a court.
So I find it interesting because they say that there was 2 men and 2 minors, and then one of those is a female. So I'm wondering, like, how many actually got taken in, and if all of them were actually charged, or, and like I said, I would be very curious to know which ones were actually fighting, and only for this case too, because is there something that happens, you know, from this? This is one of the speculations that's been kind of floating around social media. Is there something that happens here that causes what happened now?
I mean, nothing that would justify it, but I mean, just a side note, they're not even like near like the witnessing, like the viewing gallery of the court. They are like on the stands. Like I can't say that, you know, I like fault the Soto family for this, because I mean, how upset would many families be? And every family, you know, but like this was wild. This is out of the norm for court for sure. And they weren't even like right by you know, he wasn't sitting at the table with his lawyer. He was like, they're like up there.
Well, so they have him in the jury box for some reason. And then it's supposedly what happens is that while he's in this jury box, he actually is like gesturing to the family. I don't know what gesture, but what's happening, but what?
I read that he was like giving testimony, but
that Victor was?
Yeah, that's when they attacked him, when he was like giving testimony.
No, I think he was just in the jury box. I think that they said they had him seated there. Let me see. Okay, so here it is. So court officers cleared the gallery, removed the inmates. Excuse act of revenge for when the younger teen allegedly robbed THC cartridges from Rivas. According to an arrest affidavit, The suspect allegedly shot Soho at his family home, but the 15-year-old was not injured in that shooting, which is weird because I had not heard that before. And that later on, he ends up getting him and killing him. I don't know. There's two conflicting articles on this. And supposedly that Soto's mom later met up with him and paid for the stolen cartridges, but Rivas says that that's not true. That's why I said there's two completely conflicting arguments about whether that actually happened or not. So the pair arranged to meet up for the drug deal involving the stolen cartridges, and then Soto was ambushed by Rivas, and Soto was shot multiple times and rushed to the hospital where he later died. Comes weeks after the mom and her two grieving family members attacked her daughter. Oh, that's another attack. So it's just talking about like how often people are attacked in courtrooms.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, this is just like this just adds to like understanding the devastation for like the mom and the grandma. Like this was obviously so emotional and like not that long ago, and then for this to happen right at Christmas, I can't even imagine.
I'll bring this up too because this is so true. There are no perfect victims. There really aren't. I mean, people. My problem here with this is, and I'm going to speak very candidly because my problem is obviously these people were living a lifestyle that puts them in a predicament where harm is. It's very, very likely. They're not the only ones who live in that type of lifestyle. So let's be very clear about that. My biggest issue is she was 18. He was 22. And no, not at 18 or 22 was I out selling drugs and doing stuff. But I can tell you right now, I was doing some really stupid shit that I probably could have gotten hurt. But I lived to be able to learn from that. And my problem with these situations is these kids, and that's what they are kids. They'll never get to grow up and have any type of different life. They'll never get to try to change. They'll never get to look back and go, God, how stupid I was and how lucky I was that I lived through that. And then you have this baby who didn't have a chance. They didn't have a chance at anything. So yeah, I get it, and I get like, I'm not victim blaming, but I mean, they literally put themselves in harm's way in this lifestyle. It's sad, really. It's sad that this happens. It's sad that they're not the only ones. It's sad that the people that are surrounded, why we look in all these rabbit holes, the people around them aren't even looking at this like a learning lesson. And I don't mean parents and stuff. I mean like the kids and the groups and the people who are out there doing their crazy TikToks and stuff, that are wrapped up in this lifestyle too. They don't even take this and say like, holy shit, what am I doing? This should be something that those people look at and go, that is not what I want. This is not what I want for myself. It's not what I want for my baby. And a lot of them are pregnant. So go ahead.
I agree with Terry. She says it's generational. Like I like this is like the TikTok era of like crime shows, because like it's egregious, this crime. She was due to have her baby, and like you just don't do that. I mean, take special care of pregnant women, babies, elderly and whatever. And it's like the like TikTok generation, I just really feel like lacks a certain level of like compassion or like empathy or like even like understanding of like the other lives are as important as their life, like that is sometimes really missing. And I think that shows in the TikToks, like, I don't care and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like,
and then they just start fighting back and forth with each other. And that's what I'm saying. It's sad. And I get it. I get people are like, this is the life they chose and this is what's going to happen. But I just feel like for me, it's like they'll never be able to look back on it. That's what I think of it. They'll never be able to change. You just took away any opportunity for them to do anything different with their lives as actual adults. And I struggle with that. So even if they are living this, lifestyle that I absolutely don't agree with, they're victims. And like Encyclopedia here says, like, their victims are regardless of their lifestyle. They are. I know that without a doubt the baby is. I don't think anybody can dispute that. So, and it is a learned behavior, but here's part of it, Bushi, and this is when you study different types of crimes and why crimes occur the way that they do, and there's something to this. There's something to why groups, criminals, or you have gangs or whatever you want to call it, they end up together in these areas because it's sometimes expected of them. They don't. This is where you hear like the stories of people who are trying to get out, or people like, most people don't make it out of this, place, but they're not, because it's systematic. It's the way that it's created. I don't know how to say that correctly without coming off like, because I don't mean to be like, I'm not victim blaming, but it is. There's I can't come up with the right word. Christine, can you help me here? It becomes normalized in that area, and it's expected of people. And if you don't come in, don't join up, then who are you? Then what happens to you? Because how do you live there and not become a part of it? Because then you're an outcast, and you can't live that way either. So it's I don't know how to explain it. You can't. It's like it's expected. It's expected of you because that's now where you are, and nobody else has been able to leave. Nobody else has been able to get out.
I really don't. I'm really not. I'm very not holding anything against them. Like whether or not Savanah fought with the girl or he fought with the boyfriend, or like regardless of all that, like I'm not. I just think that the crime was so egregious that like they didn't know whether they were great people or awful people or whatever. Like nobody deserves that. He was about to have a baby also. He was a expecting father that was, honestly, maybe like driving on their way to, getting ready to go to the hospital, and like something, we don't know what happened, but like maybe they were overtaken or something, and like he, we don't know what happened or who died first or whatever, but like imagine her horror having to watch him be shot first, or his horror watching his baby mom or whatever, his girlfriend, this person that's about to have his baby be shot in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever they were doing did not deserve that. And so I'm taking a very little, like that doesn't weigh much for me about whether or not they were selling a bunch of weed or had some ghost guns. I don't know. They didn't deserve that. And whoever did it is not a normal human and does not have normal respect for human life at all. So I hope.
Right. Well, and I think that's why I'm trying to. Yeah, they do that, but this is, and like somebody said in chat too, like this is. It just kind of like they just expect like this is what happens. Like, I'm not going to live past 30 because this is the lifestyle that I live, kind of thing. So it's like, I'm going to ride it till I die kind of situation. And Misha, I understand what you're saying, and I get that. I absolutely get what you're saying. But what I'm saying, I guess for me, it's they're victims. They're victims of a system. They're victims of society. Everybody does have a choice. But I'm telling you guys, sometimes when you're that deep and you live in that type of situation, you can't be the odd man out. There is no odd man out, because then you are the target. So it's not always just because like, oh, you know what I think I'm going to do today? I'm going to go out and I'm going to just sell some drugs. You know what I mean? Like it becomes part of it's your life. It's where it's who it's where you live. It's what your surroundings are.
I mean, they were honestly probably trying to get groceries. They, like kids flashlights.
We don't know. And they could have been getting something else. Obviously, that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with this lifestyle they were living. But I do feel that they are victims based on the fact that they will never be able to they'll never be able to look back and say, I really screwed up. But I also do agree here that it's not the same as somebody who's, like again in Stout, who is not living any form of bad lifestyle. You know what I mean? Or like these children. I get that too. And which is why I also don't, there's a difference between this baby who just never had a chance at life You know, and here's another weird thing. It's because like a lot of the times these quote unquote cartels or gangs or even whatever rabbit hole you've gone down, like they have this code, and you're not out killing babies, and you're not out killing, and most of the time you're not even out killing women. And they like reserve like this code for like the men. So it takes it to even like a whole new level that this pregnant woman is now deceased because of it.
That was really actually apparent on like TikTok and all the comments and stuff. People were, I mean, young people were responding to the crime like, this is not okay. You know, like she was pregnant, the baby. Like I did see a lot of that, of them being like, this crossed the entire line. This was the whole entire line crossing where it shouldn't have happened and stuff. So I did see that.
I need to read The New Evil. I wrote it down so that I can look into what that is. I'll look it up. I like to read. So yeah, there's always been a TikTok generation, always be victims of circumstance. Yeah. Yeah, in some Chicago areas, you better fit in or stay alive. Yeah, and I'm not too far. I was raised not too far from Chicago. Hi, True Crime Web. I appreciate being here. Can't talk without coughing. I'll get better. Oh, Kel. I was going to say he said Kelt, so I hope you get better, Steve. Too often, true crime boils down to black and white and good versus bad guys versus criminals. We all know life is more complicated than that. Yeah. Seems like his parents weren't gangbangers. I don't know. I don't know much about them. I know that there's obviously some type of dysfunction when you have the dad raising the son, and I don't know about siblings, but without a mom that's really around, you know, most are saying that she saw him like twice a year, like at Christmas and his birthday, essentially. So there's definitely dysfunction in that. Hi, Jordan.
Are we gonna watch like?
Yeah, let me pull that up. I was just trying to catch up on comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get out of this one. Which one do you want to go to next?
The cartel doesn't. The cartel is not employing TikTokers to handle their business. I doubt it's a cartel.
Well, I mean, do you think that the TikTokers are just the ones involved in this case? I mean, because there's one who's really put her foot like really in the mix, and now she's getting a lot of heat because of it.
Analisa.
Yeah, I don't even know how to say her name.
I mean, she asked for it. Like, what are we watching next?
I know, but this is an interesting comment. They need to speak to his ex-girlfriend, because we were talking a little bit about that before we went live.
The Analisa girl? I just asked you that privately. We were talking, but
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's an interesting comment. Always blessed. Do you know who the ex-girlfriend is? Is it the other chick? The one that's putting her. We were literally talking about that right before we came live.
Mm-hmm. Is Matthew Guerra's ex-girlfriend Analisa or Anna fucking Lisa, wherever you found her? One of those is her name.
No, it says not the ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Terrazas. There you go. It was just interesting comment because she just asked, she's like, do we know who his ex-girlfriend is? And I was like, I don't. Wonder if it's that TikTok girl.
Oh, but somebody just said the ex-girlfriend, because she said about them being kidnapped before they were even missing. Positive vibes. That is Anna fucking Lisa, Analisa Terrazas or whatever. That's who we're talking about.
Here, Analisa right here.
Yeah. So
wait a minute.
That is his ex-girlfriend. That's interesting because, that's interesting.
People are probably like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. We need to like go in order. Let's start with this Anna fucking Lisa. Who doesn't know about Anna fucking Lisa? So we can explain that if we need to.
So it is. That's so crazy. Always blessed that I happened to catch your comment because that was literally the conversation we were having before this, and how they're all tied together. Is she keeps saying kidnapping. Look up her. Christine's already on that. Always blessed.
Yeah, I've been in this. So the interesting thing about it is that Analisa's mother, at least, is Facebook friends, and I'm not like talking specific about Facebook or doxing or anything about that, but Analisa's mother is Facebook friends with Matthew's dad. So the victim boyfriend is friends with the Analisa girl's mother, and like it seems like they're close because like there was a picture of the stepmom and the dad, and Analisa's mother had written on there, "I love you. You guys look so great." And like that just seems something that would be like something that you would say to something that you know personally and you're close to. Like I don't just tell everybody I love them, you know. And I was wondering because of that, was it what did they used to date where like their families would be close? Um, so yeah, so that's where my mind is at right now.
Okay, so Misty Blue says Analisa was not his ex. She first claimed that she went to a nail shop to fight Savanah until she saw she was pregnant. Then in the next video, she said she didn't even know them.
And she did say, like past tense about, yeah, she was pregnant, like before they had even found her. And she said something about a kidnapping before they even knew what was going on. CW Analisa is the girlfriend of somebody that Matthew had beef with, but there's also a tie between Analisa and Matthew somehow. I don't really know what it is. We don't know what it is.
Do you want me to bring that up?
What?
The TikToks?
I mean, yeah. I mean, so everybody is is spreading these TikToks around. Their CCTV camera that originated on TikTok of people in the hallway between two apartments, and this girl Analisa, she volunteered herself to be in the spotlight by saying she was talking shit about Savanah, that she didn't like Savanah. She put herself out there for all this. So, we're not doxing anybody. We're not bringing up anything to light that wasn't already there. And, she begged for attention. And yeah, so let's talk about it.
Okay, well, the video that I had up is now gone. So
which one
that's
was
interesting.
It?
The one
I downloaded
from
them
our
all.
chat.
You know me.
Maybe you'll have to share then, because I don't know. I'm looking to see if other ones are gone too then. Hold on, I'm looking them up.
So Analisa went to school with one of them. I don't know. I have no idea like what the connection is there. I just know that there is a connection between Matthew's family and Analisa's family, and so on the TikTok, on the CCTV camera footage, they're talking and they're just like speaking like super like young gangsters, like lingo, and everybody says, like on Facebook, all the wineouts are saying they can't understand what they're saying. Is that background music on it?
I don't know. Ikadmel's footage from last night. He was live for so long, I don't know what footage you'd want me to play. Let me go back and see if I can find. I don't know why the ones that I have are gone.
Do you want me to send them to you? Didn't I already send them to you?
Well, they're gone. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, here, I'll send them again.
So it's like only the ones that are popping up now that I can find are the ones that people have used of her footage. You know what I mean? And tagged her in. I can't find her now.
Wait, yeah, I have it. I'll find it.
Okay. Yeah, Karen Canada. So yeah, apparently back in October they were having a fight, and she doesn't like Savanah, which is why we were talking about it. If that was his live is time stamped. Let me see. Now Ickenmel's a good guy, so he's not gonna. He's a good dude. He just likes to put out content that helps spread awareness. Now let me see what. TikToker jumps on Insta. Is that the part that you guys want? What part of his do you want me to play? That are you looking for?
I mean, I guess the beginning would be to start with what she posted. But then,
well, that's what I was trying to.
Hold on, it's sending right now to you. This one.
All right, I'm gonna see if he has like just the TikToks up in a specific spot. TikTok situation explained. Christine's sending them, so hopefully we can just do it that way. That one came up sideways, Christine.
Oh, shoot. Oh, dang it. Sorry.
And this is supposedly old, right?
It is. No, it was after. Oh, no. This one actually. Okay, they're both on here. Okay, so hold on. This is good. Let me just fix it.
Hey, Councilman.
Yeah, I just put it sideways.
The second part with the guys talking is going to be sideways too, but I'm resending it to you right now. Yeah, stop it there before the guys play. So that footage was gunshots outside. I guess it's allegedly I don't know, is it the boyfriend's apartment or something? Because Analisa shows up on later on footage from earlier, and she was asking to use a phone or something. So I don't know whose apartment this is. Do you, T?
No, but I know that they said that the girl who recorded it and released it doesn't live in this apartment anymore.
Okay,
supposedly.
I saw her saying that, and I think she might have just been scared. I don't know. I hope she's safe, but I just resent it to you, and it's normal.
So yeah, so it would be, if it is the 26th, then it wouldn't matter, because that's not, it wouldn't have anything to do with it regardless. The gunfire part wouldn't.
Well, the guys talking is definitely afterwards, like the second part of the video. Okay. And that's definitely after. It's on the 26th. And basically what they're saying is, one guy says, did they recognize you? My phone's my phone is blowing up about this. And the other guy saying, no, they didn't recognize me. You don't know, or I don't know. They're just talking in slang. It's kind of hard to understand, but.
Okay. Yeah. If it's after, then I wouldn't think that it has anything to do with that particular situation, but is this her apartment complex?
I don't know whose apartment complex this is, but it's definitely not Analisa's apartment complex, because in the one where she's asking for the phone, she's trying to like get her stuff and like go home or something. So yeah, it's the second part. So that's the part that you just watched sideways at the beginning, and then the second part of the video is the guys on the stairs.
No, devoted to Mariah, you're not. It's okay. Just hang tight. We're gonna put it together here real quick.
Hey, customer. Yo, come inside. I think I just see the people that shot at me. I'm sorry right now. Look.
Okay, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, so this is after. This is I believe Anna fucking Lisa's boyfriend's house. Apartment. It's the guy in the burgundy shirts apartment. But this is from the 26th. I thought the other video was the one that was from before, but maybe I'm wrong. My anxiety can't handle. I know, I got you. Her boyfriend was the one coming up the stairs. He pulled out his banger because he did not recognize the little boy sitting there. They've been discussing the unaliving. Trevor, yes, that's a different one. So Trevor's the one that got arrested yesterday, involved in something else. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Christine. That it ended up being that guy was also just not another not good guy who ended up getting arrested for.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's not related. I sent you the link to that article too, or the screenshot. That is not him. He has like tattoos all over his face and stuff. It is not related. And I read the article where it was talking about his charges, and it said that like he went to a girl's house, and I'm talking about Trevor Morse, which is unrelated to this case right now. He went to a girl's house.
This is the one that yesterday many people were thinking was arrested in connection to the case,
right?
But it's not. It's a different case. Different guy.
I mean, but what they did say is that like the girl was obviously alive if she called the police and reported it, but like that he knocked on the door pretending he had an injury, and she opened it, and then he like took her out of her house and made her drive him around and left her in a parking lot. This Trevor Morse guy. And
so some think that he's possibly the one that was driving the Kia in the video.
Who?
This Trevor Morse guy. Yeah. But his charges have to do with a totally different crime. And he was caught in the car, I believe.
Well, because he doesn't name the girl. Who had the Kia? Because they were saying that her boyfriend, Matthew, had a white Cadillac. So who had the Kia? Where was it?
It's his car. Matthew supposedly had the Kia.
But where was it? Like before, was he driving it around, or like was he selling it, or did he let somebody else borrow it, or who had the Kia? I wonder.
Like, who owned it?
Yeah, like, yeah. Who was using it? Like, who had the Kia?
It's supposedly it's Matthew's car.
So what's the Cadillac?
That's, I think, a car his mom said.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. So this is a different dude.
Yeah, that's, as far as we know, they haven't named anybody that would connect it.
Yeah, the family mentioned Cadillac initially, but it wasn't. It was a Kia. He just gotten that Kia and just got, because when they even issued the Bolo, it was for a paper plate, and he had just gotten the permanent plates. And they said that when they were last seen, because they were last seen the 22nd, supposedly getting into the Kia. I don't think the Cadillac was just bad info, or an older car that he used to have, or they used to have, and they don't have anymore. Okay.
So many. Now it's a GMC SUV. I thought it was a Cadillac. I don't have any idea.
The car that. Sorry, wrong one. I'll play this one. Oh, the neighbor said Cadillac. See, this is, there's just so much info out there that it's like hard to put anything together. He bought the Kia for Savanah and the baby. The family were told by neighbors about seeing a Cadillac.
Oh, is that from like when they said that they heard her screaming? That might be from that.
On the 22nd.
Yeah. But we haven't seen like video footage of that. But I have seen people say that they saw it, of like the CC, there's like I don't know. Somebody had a video and you could hear supposedly Savanah Soto screaming like for help. But I haven't seen it. I have seen people comment that they've seen it, but I don't know.
Well, there was supposedly the whole thing where she was yelling for help and then like went to her neighbors. So this is another thing I'm extremely confused on. And I was talking in a Facebook group yesterday with somebody about this, because they're saying that Savanah didn't have her phone because her phone was broken. But on the news, in the interview, her mom, Gloria, is talking about calling her all morning and she wasn't picking up. So I don't understand how the phone was broken. Who was she calling then? That doesn't make sense to me. So they said that because her phone was broken, she went to the neighbors for help, and that Matthew walked over and like walked her back to her apartment. Oh, Seth, thank you. Happy New Year to you too, and to Bay. I definitely can't do that one.
I found it. Just sent you the link on TikTok.
Okay, let me pull it up.
Mother of Dragons. I thought the flashes from the Kia were so interesting too. I can't figure out what it is for the life of me. Yeah,
I want to pull that up in a little bit, and we'll kind of go through it.
So here's Analisa talking about.
A few days later, like 2 days later, after that happened, my baby daddy and them, his homeboys said that they seen her and him at the nail salon, which was right down the street. So I had went to go see what's up, like, because I thought my baby.
So the preface to this TikTok is that she put like a picture post up, and on it, like somebody had messaged her asking about, does she know where Savanah's at? And Analisa said, yeah, and I don't give a fuck. And the person that sent her those messages went back and forth with her and put them online, like calling her out, and she's responding to that right now after she had already said like the comments about her being kidnapped and that she was pregnant. This is her responding like to being put on blast on social media. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
My baby daddy and her baby daddy were gonna fight, and if she wanted to fight too, like I didn't know she was pregnant though. So then, boom, I went to the nail salon, walked in there, not in there, but I opened the door. Boom. I had said what's up, and then I realized she was pregnant. So then I just left it there, left it as that. But whenever I posted what I posted, which was this, I had posted this. Ain't karma a bitch? My baby daddy done bitch this nigga out, and she shorty didn't want to smoke with me. When I said karma's a bitch, I wasn't meaning towards her kidnap. I was talking about like with her baby daddy, but I guess y'all can't take
Towards
it
her
that way.
kidnap.
No, I did not mean it like, oh, I wanted her to get kidnapped or no anything. No, fuck no. Then the next thing I posted was this. Wouldn't give a fuck if somebody got a problem with what I said. At the end of the day, to some straight bitches. All right, boom. And don't stand on no type of business. Yeah, you was pregnant. When I say you was pregnant, like I said, this happened back in October. That's what I was talking about. And why baby daddy? And because her baby daddy left her there at the nail salon when I had walked in there, and I was about to fight her, but I didn't because, like I said, she was pregnant. Any fucking ways, I do not know where this girl at. I don't even know who the fuck she was. I just thought it was I was just gonna, cause since her and my baby daddy got into it, I thought she was gonna be with the shits too. But I found out she was pregnant, so I didn't fucking fight her. But this happened about back in October. I posted all this about the situation and shit that happened. But nah, I don't wish none of this shit upon her. I don't think it's cool and this and that. But I was just, like I said, I'm speaking on this old situation that happened, bro. A lot of people know me, bro. I be inside. I don't even got friends for real. I'm pregnant, and what the fuck? Like, I don't even got a car. First of all, I don't got a car. Okay, I take the Via bus. You hear me? I don't fucking what that look like kidnapping someone or even know anybody kidnap somebody. Like, bro, like if that was the case, I would have gone kidnap my baby daddy to come be over here with me. Like, be for real. Nah, real shit. Real shit. I don't know where the fuck she's at. If my post and this and that, I'm sorry. I take it back. I guess like y'all think like I know, like, I don't know, bro. It's really pissing me off and irritating me. I don't know where this girl at. I will contact her. If y'all could give me her people's information or something. I don't know. I did not kidnap this girl. I do not know where she's at. When I said yup back here, yup, I meant like I didn't say yup, I know where she's at or anything. I don't even know her Instagram or nothing. Yeah, I don't got her Instagram or none of that, or even knew who she was. I didn't even know her name was Savanah. So all this was posted and my baby daddy showed it to me. So then I posted it. But I don't know. Y'all need to leave me the fuck alone with this shit. This shit's like too fucking like irritating. I don't know. But y'all need to stop blowing up my TikTok because baby, I don't like clout. Yeah. Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Okay. Okay, so this is, from what I gather. Well, yeah, that's literally. It's like now I have to try to decode this. From what I gather is that the two guys were going to fight each other, and she was told that the girl also wanted to fight, and so she showed up to fight her and realized she was pregnant, and decided not to fight her, but didn't even know who she was. So people need to stay off of her TikTok because she didn't even fight her. And all she said was, yep, I don't give a shit, don't know where she's at, and I didn't kidnap her. And now she's kidnapped. And I don't, this is
on cat.
I don't even have words to describe this. Bruh, there's a lot of bruh, and so this other person who did message her, and they were going back and forth, she did do a TikTok earlier today that I saw that said that she contacted San Antonio, and that they're that this couple is not part of anything. They're just online
idiots.
They're online suspects essentially. But it's still very interesting, just the history here of what how this all even unfolded.
Yeah, so womp
Yeah.
womp. Now you got the drip on Cap.
I think. All right, bro. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. I think that I think that she's liking the attention. So and she's pregnant.
It's
This
like
girl here is
children,
also
it's like
pregnant.
toddlers with guns. Like, I mean, it's so scary that these people like are grown-ups, first of all, and have guns. And womp womp. What else do I gotta say?
Going back, Bushi wanted me to find a comment. Bushi, I don't think I saw it. I was too busy trying to translate, and I may have missed it. So if you want to repeat it, repeat it.
Me?
No, Bushi, because
Oh.
she was like, "Did you see my comment?" But I didn't.
I don't even know what I
Okay.
just said, so I can't repeat it.
I was like, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't redo that if I needed to. If somebody paid me to, I wouldn't be able to. Is this understandable? It's a great caption for that video.
I mean, but
Yeah, so she's pregnant. The other girl's pregnant. Doesn't care. But people are like, here's crazy too, is when I was watching her videos before, because they're gone now. That one's gone at least. She has people in the comment section are like, "You're next," and this is somebody's going to be making a TikTok like this about you. I was like, Jesus.
The comments, you guys, on these videos are ruthless, and I mean that's the only thing that I think that TikTok society, like generation, adds to anything is like they are so deadpan sarcastic. Like the comments, and this is not amusing. Nothing about this is amusing, but like the comment sections are where all the business goes down. Trust me, just read the comments.
But I don't understand half of it.
Teresa,
so like,
are you thinking about that also?
She's like, check out the comments, and I go to check out the comments. I come back, I'm like, I don't even understand what I just read. Like,
well, I guess I have a 15-year-old daughter, so I kind of can listen to a lot of it and understand. But Teresa, those are adults, and that's how they speak, and they have guns. Like, isn't that scary? Like, it's kids, it's children.
10 says, I understood it all. Yeah, there's no F's given in those comment sections, Ann. You are right. All right, so let me go back. This is one of the aerial shots that I grabbed when they were looking at the car. No, I think they did. So because it was after they opened the doors. Oh crap.
Yeah, I saw the unblurred one, and it's
so. And then
like
this kid over here. So this is him, and this is her. He has a telegram that he has like his whole family in, and so I went in there and screen recorded it. But now I don't know if I can find it. I have a tiny human. Give me 1 second.
They have the drip, everyone. This is the drip, and the gold teeth really. I can't with this generation of this whole personality category. I can't with it. I don't want to deal with them. Rock and Rolla, did you see that was that being said somewhere? Or just because of the pants comment that somebody had made, or like because that's so, I don't know.
Here's another one. Hi, Sleuthy. No, Bushi, I missed it again. Yeah, she's tiny. So I screen recorded the telegram, but now I don't know what the hell I did with it. But sons of bitches.
Telegram is a messaging app where you can have like group messages.
Right. And so he has one, and he's posting so much stuff about all the drugs that he had. And it's like all kinds of stuff. Oh, you did?
Yeah, he
I mean, like,
was showing like
there's
the
one
screenshot.
shot.
I mean, and it's like,
so these were the ones. This is the like one of the ones that really bothered me a lot was like he's posting all these, but she's like in the photos.
yeah, that's
I wish I could show you the other one because that one is the one where it's like she's holding the blunt. But of course, I'm not organized enough to do that, right?
womp womp, womp womp womp.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And then, oh, where's that other one that I had? There's one just of her. I'll throw up there real quick.
There's something about Telegram that makes it specifically untouchable to like law enforcement. Somebody just asked, and I forget if it's where it's like hosted or what, but like, yeah, law enforcement. It's like encrypted almost or something. And I think it like originated honestly like around like the whole Epstein thing. Like they just can't get into Telegram. It's like encrypted or something.
There's a video timestamp 10. I can't play her stuff. She'll copyright you. And I'm already fighting with one place about copyright. I'm not playing anybody else who's finicky like that. Right. That's exactly what my thought was too. It's like you're asking for bad shit to happen. Don't post that stuff. It's like WhatsApp. Telegram is like WhatsApp Messenger. It's been around forever.
So it's not like, when did that become an attractive man? Honestly, and is that a Texas haircut or what? Because I don't understand that like bowl, that straight ass bowl with the corner.
That's an Edgar haircut. I just learned this.
Oh,
I just learned this because my kids think I'm not cool, and so they were teaching me like these new words, and so that's an Edgar. I just learned about it.
Well, I don't know why. I mean, when did that become attractive? Like, ladies, like I just don't understand. Like, what? How do you even like have a child and then raise that child and them think that that's the kind of a man that's attractive? Like, I just don't understand.
Let me see this.
When I was a kid, the people that held gold teeth were like old men and old ladies that were like grandmas and grandpas, you know, with bad breath, and they had gold teeth, you know. Now it's cool.
I guess so. An Edgar cut has been around. Well, I didn't know anything about it. I'm not. I just figured out. I just found out what that haircut's called. I was pretty proud of myself for knowing what the haircut was called.
I'm not talking.
I'm definitely not attacking her person. She's gorgeous.
Appearance. I'm attacking the whole generation's appearance. That's not attractive to me.
I think she's gorgeous. I think that she could have done a lot better in life.
Yeah, she's really pretty, but that kind of man.
Okay, let me go back over here to where I was.
And the Dumb and Dumber cut.
That's what I called it, and then my son was like, "That's an Edgar, Mom."
Gang,
I was like, "No, that's the Dumb and Dumber haircut." Is it this one?
We know that GSD. We're not. I'm not laughing at Matthew Guerra. I'm laughing at like the generation, the young people style. That's allowed.
I was trying to find the part in here that mattered. So all the parents' kids are dead now. Yes. No parent. All the parents' kids are dead now. Yes. There's no. All the kids' parents. Well, I guess it depends on who you're calling kids.
Always blessed. I like you. Come back again.
So we were talking about the Cadillac earlier, and so I'm wondering if there's anything to that somebody else showed up in a Cadillac. Like maybe they're talking about like they think that the perpetrators were in a Cadillac to begin with. Am I muted?
No, sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Was shooter
Okay.
in the back seat and both got shot behind right ear.
Yeah, so
Matthew,
so the car was locked with both of them inside of it. So somebody locked the car.
Opened the door. She said. I thought she did say she opened the door. The cousin or the stepsister.
I didn't think she did. I thought she just said she saw her.
No, they specifically said she opened the door.
Okay.
And then she called the police.
The Soto kids. No, she still has some that are alive. There's Gloria had 8 children total. She's lost 2 in the last year and a half, 2 years. And Matthew has living siblings. Savanah and her brother are now deceased, and I don't believe any. They had more. They do. Yeah. No, she has other kids. And I believe her birthday was not long after.
That would just be a lot of work to move 2 people into a car after they had been. That's a dead weight. That is not easy. Like somebody would notice them carrying a dead pregnant woman to a car. Like I definitely think they were shot in the car. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. FYI. So, and then what else is interesting is on the CCTV footage is there are weird flashes. There's 3 weird flashes when it's bending the corner, and maybe it was like the blinker, and there's a blinker on the mirror. I don't know what year that Kia was, but I mean that's possible. But like it, either they're coming from inside the car, or I don't know. That the flashes from inside the car really, uh, I don't know what to think about them. Do you still mean to be muted, T?
Nope, sure didn't. Was totally talking. The video that was just playing, somebody's asking what that video was. That's the footage from when they were found that I had from Tuesday when I went to go live and couldn't. And then this video is now the video that was released yesterday. It's got the Kia. I put it in the editor so we can kind of play around with it a little bit. So the Kia's here, and then the truck pulls up.
Okay, zoom in now. Put it slow. There.
I will. I'll do it after. I'm gonna just play it through first. So somebody gets out of the truck. But there's a little because I want to zoom in because this little white thing right here. There's somebody else in the truck with this person.
See, it just moved by itself.
Yeah, somebody handed it. Somebody like picked it up and handed it to this person, and now this person gets out of the car and is like standing up right here. I'm gonna zoom in on it so we can all see it better. I just wanted to play it once straight through.
If that person in the black is not actually Michael Guerra, and which San Antonio police did not say that it was, like then I think they were definitely already deceased in the car.
There's something under the shirt here. Yeah, something gets pulled out.
I think so too.
And then the person stands up.
And then see, there's a towel thing, or he put something in the car now.
All right. Okay. So let's go. Let's go here.
Serendipity. That's interesting. That's an interesting theory. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
The car seat was kind of thrown on her, which would make me think that she was already passed away and they put the car seat on her that after. Like they just tossed it on top of her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it would have been in the back seat.
Okay.
And then
watch this white thing right here. Like this person goes back to the truck to get it. Look, it's moving before anybody grabs it. So there's somebody else in there too. You think the truck guy is female? The person that's coming out of the truck?
I don't.
I wondered if it was a pregnant chick.
Well, I mean, that would have been like.
You laughed at me.
Yeah, I did. That would have been a good conspiracy. Like, okay, somebody was pretending to be pregnant to get the baby, but that's a man.
As I look at it closer, I do think it's probably a guy now.
Because
there's definitely two in the truck.
Don't wear shirts like that without a bra, and that person is obviously not wearing a bra.
That's not necessarily true.
One and done T-zone. The baby car seat was sending a message. This wasn't just a murder. It was sending a message to the community. What kind, like, I mean, I don't, one and done T-zone. Are you there in Texas? Like, what do you think? Like, was there like some backup, like, was there been, like neighborhood beef going on that they like, or maybe always our new friend, our new local friend there, always blessed. Is it a message to the community?
The family and the people around this couple, I have no doubt, were very aware of the lifestyle that these two are in. Oh yeah, absolutely, I agree. Unsolved crimes. The big guy with the cutoff sleeves looks like a dude with man boobs. Then there looks to be a smaller female than a separate person in the truck handing the towel. Very possible. I'm not convinced that the person driving the Kia is a female. This could be a heavyset dude. Yeah, I mean, it could be a heavyset lady.
I don't think that's correct.
They're like look like they're wiping the car down, and then this person like gets up and like looks in there. But I mean, to wipe the car down, like that was like nothing. It's like, well, bring me a towel to wipe the car down. I feel like there's something in here. He takes something out of the shirt.
I feel like he has a beard, like a goat, like a.
I don't. I feel like that's another chin.
I don't know.
And then somebody definitely hands him that towel. Like there's multiple people here involved in this. How do they not know what this license plate says?
They said the plates on the Kia were not the correct plates.
Well, they had paper plates, and then he supposedly got permanent plates.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they said that the lady that was walking the dog had noticed the car, but it wasn't the right plates, and then her dog, like the smell got them. They told the cousin.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like the car had been there in the lot for a lot of days, and this lady walks her dog every day, and she had noticed the car, and she had like actually like noticed the car, but it wasn't the right plate number, so she didn't like report it. And then she was walking her dog, and the dog, like the smell, like the smell was really strong, so she called the cousin, and the cousin's girlfriend. That's who it was. The cousin's girlfriend is the one that went out there and opened the door.
I think it would be easy for them to enhance this and figure out exactly what that is, and exactly whose car this is, who this belongs to, especially with
honestly, I think that they know who it is already, and they're waiting for somebody to like they can't, I feel like you have to, if this was your associate or you you would know who that is. Like, that is not like an unrecognizable form, like if you knew this person, like if you knew, like you would know. Yeah, and I think the police know, but they need somebody to like give them like I don't know. Police or detectives get their hands so tied up sometimes, like they can't just go on TikTok and solve the crime like that. And then they have to get warrants and exigents and subpoenas, and it's they can't just like go out there and like, we know you did it, throw them in jail. Like they have to like build their whole arrest affidavit.
Yeah, but if they know, they're not putting it out to the public for any help. If they already have that, they don't care. So this guy was at the vigil, and so people were tipping him in. I'm like, if you got a belly on you, you're going to be in trouble. At this,
you are on the list now.
Yeah, so that was one, and then let me see. There was another one that somebody was talking about from. Where do I have it? From the footage. Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. No, not that one. That's the brothers. I'm going to go through these one at a time and see if I kept it up or if I got rid of it. Looking for that stupid TikTok. That's the court docs.
Generally, Jenny said, folks, meet the new bridge guy.
I know. Oh man, I wish I had it though, because it was they had a guy that was standing out while they were looking at that car. Maybe that's what I had that other video pulled up for. Was this one? No, it was not this one. Did I stick it on a different screen somewhere? Mm-mm. No, there was a guy that was standing out front during.
It looks like that picture of the person in the gray sweater you sent me. I think it was probably the same person.
Yes, that one. Did I send it to you?
Yeah, you did send it to me.
All right, well that's good. Let me go find it there then. That's what I had pulled. That's what I had pulled up. Is it this one?
So here's a slide.
This one. Here it is. It probably got lost because I was driving TikToks. Right here.
Yeah, and that's the same person that's in that I saw standing in the front of the vigil. It's the same person, I think. But we don't know who that is.
No idea. No idea. This is just the pig. I'm telling you, if you got a belly and you're in the vicinity, you're going to be looked at and you're going to be in trouble.
Rich guy.
But I mean, here's the one thing, the only thing I'll say about this guy and not this guy in particular, but people who are involved or know something sometimes will go here, like go to the crime scene.
Yeah.
And that's why cops will be taking pictures of everybody that stands in the crowd because a lot of the times people who are involved will be standing there.
And if there's something really interesting to look at behind him. So what is he looking at in front of him? I mean, what is he looking at?
Well, the person recording, I would assume. Jeannie says it's a man and a girl is driving the Kia. I know a lot of people think it's a girl. I'm not sold that it's a girl.
Me neither.
Okay, so let me bring up this one first. This is Matthew's brother. Oh, jeez.
Matthew, Savanah, God bless her family. My deepest condolences to her family. I just wish this was all a bad dream. I could just call my brother and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm gonna pull up. I'll never get to hear his voice, talk to him, smoke one with him, drink with him, just be with him. We would always crack jokes on each other all the time. He'd pass out, I'd put sriracha in his mouth, slap him with cheese. We always just played jokes on each other. We had a very good connection. That was my baby brother. And he was such a good uncle to my kids. He loved my kids, both of my sons, he loved them. My mom is broken. I'm 28. My brother Sabian, he's 26. My brother Matthew just turned 22 in October. And our youngest brother is Lorenzo, he's 9. I'm the oldest.
It's just sad. And he's taken to social media and he just keeps talking about it. He's talking about it before, just talking about like he's got a lot of enemies. You know, he knows the lifestyle he was living and he just had.
Yeah, but drug dealers deserve rehabilitation and punishment, not execution and torture. So.
And then this is Matthew's cousin. I don't know the problem is I don't know what's misinformation and what's real information because everybody's like the families just aren't getting along at all.
Is that the girl that found the car?
I think so. Don't quote me on that. I don't know because there's a lot of them.
Nothing's making sense to me. The way they left him in the back seat. They left him in the back seat, laid out with his pants off. It was gruesome. They just said it was gruesome. He was not in the front seat. He was in the back seat. My cousin's very, very, very tall. Savanah was in the front passenger seat, and she had the car seat on top of her.
So when this came out, people were arguing with her and telling her like, no, that's not what actually happened, and that she was in the back seat and so on and so forth. But now it's actually come out that hers was actually the most accurate, that Savanah was in the front passenger seat with the car seat on top of her, and that Matthew was laid out in the back seat. Now, the pants being down turned into some people speculating that there was some type of trauma to him, some type of torture, some type of trauma. Others said that his pants were actually down, like they pulled him into the back seat, which pulled his pants off because he was like dragged into the back seat. And that there was nothing more than that. I don't know if there's any way to know one way or the other as of now. Yeah, she said his pants off.
I heard pants down. Hi, Princess Making Else.
So that's why I said that they, depending on which part you go to, because there's so many different people that are taken to TikTok to talk about it that are family members. Some are just saying like, no, it looks like he was like dragged and like pulled into the back seat, and it pulled his pants down while he was being pulled.
Well, I mean, isn't that? I mean, pants down might have been like a My Time gangster thing, but like maybe they were just down a little bit, you know?
Right.
The drip. Womp womp.
The drip.
Womp womp womp. Yeah, maybe he was just wearing his pants though. I don't know.
Let's see what else I had up here for you guys. That one's the one that's gone now. Oh, we were gonna do.
Thank you for all the prayers and the.
Let me pull this back over here so I can pull up the. This is San Antonio.
Yeah, Jordan.
Again, anyway, briefly.
What?
Oh, I thought Jordan said that was maybe just his swag. I don't know. The Mexican mafia is big there.
Yeah, and we don't know. I mean, we don't know who he was affiliated with or who he was technically working with.
Always blessed. Is she still here? She's in San Antonio. I want to hear what she says about the mafia, Mexican mafia. Shay Benet, I agree.
He wore his pants halfway down as it was. All right, so I'm just going to go through. This is what San Antonio had to say yesterday.
Because this is an open investigation, I'm not going to answer questions unless it's to confirm something I've just said. But I'm not going to answer questions that may get into the details of the investigation. So first of all, I want to extend condolences to the families of both Savanah and Matthew. I also want to reassure them that detectives are doing everything that they can do to solve this case. Savanah, Soto, and 22-year-old Matthew Guerra were reported missing by Leon Valley on 12/23/20.
What? Bada bing. Is there a relation there, or is that just somebody else?
that these names out in like close to in Mexico, I mean in Texas, they're really common. So like, I don't think we could.
That's what I'm wondering. Is there any relation, or is it just because there's obviously motive. So the other big thing was that they said that Matthew's dad went to the apartment and like went in the house. Oh, that's the other one I was going to play, was that one. I'll play that one too. He says he went in the house, and the stepmom says that when they went in, there was a candle burning. So that's interesting too, because typically, obviously, people don't leave candles burning when they're leaving on their own. They blow out candles, but it would, I mean, and we know the baby bag was left there.
So do you think that the car seat was already in the car? Like that was the car they were going to take to the hospital? Like it was in the back seat already loaded, and then so she didn't grab her baby bag, like, but the car seat was already in there?
I do. I think the car seat was just already in there, and then it was in the way, so they threw it on top of her. I think that after she was killed.
Yeah.
Okay.
3. A clear alert was issued for Savanah by DPS because it met the criteria for a clear alert to be issued. CLEAR stands for the state's Coordinated Law Enforcement Adult Rescue Alert Program. Families of both victims reached out to SAPD on the 23rd to make a police report, but we had learned that Leon Valley had already taken a missing person report. Savanah and Matthew resided in Leon Valley's jurisdiction, and were last seen in Leon Valley. Therefore, Leon Valley was the reporting jurisdiction. Officers did document details provided by the family members under an SAPD information report. On the 26th at about 4 o'clock, SAPD was called to assist Leon Valley PD at 5903 Danny K. Leon Valley was requesting assistance. Families of both victims were at the location and reported Leon Valley PD that earlier in the day, they received information that the missing gray Kia Optima was at the Danny K address. When police arrived, they discovered 2 people in the Kia. EMS was called to the scene, and they pronounced both victims at the scene. It appeared that the vehicle had been located at that location for several days. The medical examiner had identified 22-year-old Matthew as one of the deceased victims in the vehicle, and he died from a gunshot wound to the head. The manner of that death is still pending. The second deceased victim has not yet been officially identified by the medical examiner. However, I think we can be confident that that second victim was Savanah.
They do update it after the press conference at the medical examiner's office. It did only say Matthew's name, and they did update it and added Savannah's after. So she was obviously identified after, even though they say essentially it is her. But she was positively ID'd and added to the list at the San Antonio medical examiner's office.
Hey, T.
Yeah.
So Cray Cray said it could just be a robbery and it's all in the plan. And I don't remember where what TikTok or where it was at or whatever comment section, but I read something that that Savanah, they were after Matthew, but then they said, sorry, no witnesses. And they killed her too. Somebody had said something like that, which just made me that comment reminded me, and I just wanted to say that before I forgot.
So, and then somebody just said, I think it was generally Jenny said, never heard of anybody having it where the women and kids are off limits. I don't know any type of people that I grew up with that were any type of gang affiliation. That was one of the things that they always stated. So maybe that's just a biased remark on my part from just what I know growing up. They didn't go after women and kids. So I don't know. I mean, obviously I don't live the lifestyle, so I can't answer that. And both were shot behind the right ear. That's also very interesting. The thing is if this was like a coordinated hit, why you got some random, you're calling your buddies or your family to come and give you stuff that you didn't already have to be able to clean things up. You're not meeting somebody in a parking lot to get the towel and stuff. You know what I mean? That doesn't seem like it was very planned, in my opinion. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. It just doesn't seem coordinated. It seems the shit got out of hand, and they did.
But it doesn't seem like slot. Like they didn't just shoot out. There was not holes in the windows and stuff. There was not visible blood on the windows where people would go inspect the car. Like the car was nobody noticed it for so many days, and they were both executed. it wasn't just willy-nilly, but it also,
I understand, like, it's not like a huge, I just don't think it's like a big, like, pre-planned thing. I don't think this person brought everything with them to make sure that they could take care of this. I think that they went there probably to cause some damage or fight or whatever. And then this is what ends up happening. That's just kind of where I'm at, because it doesn't make sense. Now you're driving their car around and you're putting your fingerprints all over. I don't know. I just don't, it doesn't seem very coordinated to me.
yeah, I agree, but it just also doesn't seem like willy-nilly. Like they didn't shoot out the windows and leave like noticeable blood and stuff.
True.
So meet in the middle.
All right, let's keep going.
This case is being investigated as a capital murder case. Detectives right now are combing through days of surveillance video from several different locations that the victims were known to be, where the victims were known to be. Detectives are hopeful that surveillance video will lead to the events leading up to their death. Detectives are also combing through social media and cell phone records to determine the last communications with the victims. We have a video here that we're going to share with you. We have already put it out on social media. You may have already seen it, but we're going to run this video here today. We are hoping that someone is able to identify the individuals that are seen in this video. If anyone has any information regarding what they may see in this video, we would ask that you call homicide on 207-7635.
Okay, so you guys actually think it was coordinated. Most people in chat are saying that they think it was very coordinated, that it does seem very coordinated. See, for me, I don't think that. I think that there was definitely intention to go and do harm, but if why do you have somebody else coming to bring you supplies? That makes no sense. And that person's like they were lounging at home and all of a sudden they're getting called like, I need help. And now they're like, oh shit, all right, let's go. We got to go help. That doesn't seem coordinated in this. That doesn't, the aftermath doesn't seem coordinated at all to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that if it's somewhere in the middle of that.
I think it seems, the crime seems intentional. I just don't know about coordinated. I don't think it was planned out correctly. The more people you have involved in this after the fact, it's a disaster. Because now we know that there's at least 2 people in that truck. And now 2 other people know what this person who was driving around with. That doesn't make sense to me.
I think there's a lot of sense in like how everybody's like, they're not going to talk, like they're not going to snitch, because I think that Matthew Guerra had been accused of snitching on somebody, and I don't know what that means, like as far as like to the police or to like whoever, but like they were somebody like I don't know. There's all the snitch rumors, rabbit holes, and I don't think that anybody's going to tell who they know did it. And I think they obviously know who did it. Like that person's so recognizable.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I disagree. I think someone went too far and had to call for help. That's what I think. I think they went with the intention to do damage and then was like, oh crap, well, now what do I do? It was a planned robbery with execution on purpose. So this is also an interesting thing, because the rumor about the dad, I don't even know if it's a rumor or what you want to call it at this point, that Matthew's dad went into the apartment. He was supposedly seen removing drugs and guns and money. So if they're taken from the apartment, that just doesn't, I mean, they don't take anything else. So robbery, they're robbing what's on them, maybe, like what they have on their person.
Oh, I agree with that. Like his dad went there to get the stuff that he thought would get his son in trouble because he thought his son was coming back. And if it had been like a purposeful robbery, then yeah, I think they would have taken that stuff.
Right.
I agree.
And I know people are like pissed off with the dad, but I can see myself doing something like that. Well, one, if I can't get a hold of my kid, I guarantee I'm going to bust open their door.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't get a hold of my kid. I can't get a hold of his girlfriend. We know she's pregnant. Like, what the heck? And we also know what kind of lifestyle they live. I'd probably bust in the door too. Now, taking all this stuff out, I don't know. I guess maybe if they thought that it was going to look bad for the kid, I could maybe see it. I don't know. But then you have to know all their hiding spots.
You know, I've told you this theory before that, like, I don't think it would be possible for me to raise a son that turned out like that, just because of my personality, and it wouldn't be acceptable to me ever. Like, I just don't. There's no possibility that one of my children would end up gangbanging at all. But like, I would. That'd be something. I don't. I couldn't raise a kid like that, so I don't know. How does that happen?
I don't know how. I think that it. Well, it's generational. We were talking about that earlier in the beginning of this. Yeah. So I think it was some young gang members. I think that the car was supposed to be there so they could do what they did and stash the car so they could do what they was doing or whatever. I got you. Yeah. And Stacey, I couldn't agree more. You start flashing money like that on social media, and people are going to be all over you real quick.
Like,
I think he told someone, so they put a hit out on him and caught them off guard. Hey, Scotty. The only reason the risk moving the car was to distance it from their location. Otherwise, they would have left it as is. That was a big thing to me too. And so I think that whatever took place, I think happened in the car. I don't think there was.
How far is where they found the car from the CCTV footage? Because they haven't said that. They said it's nearby or close to, but like, is it not the same apartment complex? Is it around the corner of that apartment complex? Like, where is the vicinity of where the CCTV was and where the car was found? No, 3 miles is from where they lived, right?
Yeah.
They lived 3 miles away.
Where they
That's
were
not where the CCTV was, and it was not where they found the car. We don't know the distance between where that CCTV was and where they found the car.
Does anybody know where the CCTV? Oh my gosh, the CCTV footage was actually captured at? Because I actually thought it was very close, if not the same apartment complex that they were driving through before the car was parked.
From like the helicopter footage, it looks similar, but like, is it the same complex, or there's another complex down the way? Like, is it just nearby, or
same parking? I thought it was same parking lot too.
So they just drove around the corner. Like, where did that camera footage come from? So did they have cameras on every corner or like of that parking lot, or like, why was that? Where was that camera mounted? Like, where's that from?
Clicker AK says that they did the mapping of it. Is it on your channel, Clicker, or where did you do it? I know Drunk Turkey Show was on scene yesterday. It was a few hundred yards away. Yeah, I think it's the same complex they found it. The car was found in.
So they just drove around the corner, parked the car, and then the other guy got into the blue truck or the dark truck, and they left. Like, where's the other camera?
Oh no, we don't have that on. We don't have that on camera.
But why? Because that seems like it's like an apartment like a parking lot camera. It doesn't seem like it's a resident camera, like a door. You know, like that CCTV footage looks like it's on top of like the parking structure, you know, to like watch the garbage cans and survey, you know? So is there other cameras?
And do they have more camera footage showing this person getting out of the car and getting into the other car? You'd think they would show that if they had something like that, because it would probably be better footage.
Or was that them meeting up to sell dude or whatever, like drugs, and then that was Matthew Guerra that stood up, and then they drove around the corner and like shot him there? Like,
well, I mean, they say, we'll finish listening to this because he says that he does not think so. He does not think that is Matthew in the footage. which essentially means that Matthew and Savanah were both dead in the car at the time of this footage.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I could give
Live.
that. But...
You can remain anonymous. You do not have to give your name. The video was taken from a nearby location where the bodies were located. And finally, here is a slowed down image of the first person of interest getting out of the Chevy Silverado that is seen next to the Kia. And then here's another, there'll be another slowed down image of the second person of interest getting out of the victim's Kia Optima. Once you've looked at the video, I will take a few questions. Again, only to clarify what I've said, if you're not quite sure about it, but I will not take questions other than what I've just talked about because the investigation is still active.
Chief, you said the ME said that for Matthew Guerra, it was a gunshot wound to the head, but when we called them, they said it's a contact gunshot wound. What does that mean?
It means that it was there. When we talk about the
I thought that was a really weird response to that. Like, that means it was there? Like,
wait, sorry, I just missed what I was reading comments.
Oh,
what did he say?
They're talking about that they were told that it was a contact
there.
Yeah.
So he's just like, it was there. Do you see
when we talk?
He says.
I thought it was behind the ear.
They said it's a contact.
That's why I said this is
What does
interesting.
that mean?
It means that it was there.
See?
Weird. So weird.
So that's not, that means that's the right side, but it's not behind the ear.
Behind the ear.
He points to it.
When we talk about the manner of death has not been determined, the manner meaning, was it a suicide or was it a murder? So that's what the ME has yet to officially put out.
So there's a possibility that this could be a murder-suicide.
That possibility exists, but right now we don't believe so unless we get information from the ME that would change our current course.
You don't believe so, and I wonder the callousness of all this. What is your message to the person or persons who may have committed this?
You know, somebody asked me that the other night, and I don't know what value that adds to this interview, what message I would put out. I mean, clearly, it was a heinous act. It was, you know, unspeakable, the tragedy of it.
Chief, say you're going to get them. We're coming for you. Hard.
To those folks. I mean, I don't see what the value of that question is, but anyway.
And just to clarify, you were treating this as a homicide for both people?
It is a capital murder investigation.
For both victims?
Yes, right now, unless we get information that changes that.
And Chief, when was this surveillance video? Is this one from the 26th?
Say it again?
Where and when was this surveillance video taken?
A few days before.
Yeah.
Days
The
before.
bodies were discovered.
And where was this? What's the address of this area?
Where what?
What's that? Where's is this where the bodies were discovered?
Very close to it, yes.
Very close to it.
I do see, I believe he is handing something to the driver of the pickup truck. Do we know anything about that?
I mean, that's what we're looking at. What we believe right now, it was something to wipe the side of the car down with. You know, we can't be 100% certain with that, but that's what we're studying in this video, and that's what we believe right now.
And do we believe that these people may have any links of some sort? Do we know what links they have?
I don't know that. And again, would be part of the investigation.
So just to be clear, the vehicle, the Kia Optima, that's the vehicle that they were found in.
Yes.
Okay. But the person that's getting out of the vehicle, you're saying out of the Kia Optima, is there somebody that gets out of that vehicle that you're talking
Yes.
about?
Yes.
And you don't believe it to be either Matthew or?
No.
Okay.
So
Correct.
do you all believe that they were shot, the killings happened somewhere else and they drove the car and dumped it?
Well, you know, again, I don't want to get into the details other than what I've talked about here today. So the answer to that question would be yes. But other than that, again, I'm not going to answer questions that are outside of what I just talked about.
So in this video, do you think that they're dead or alive?
Pardon?
In this video, do you think they're dead or alive?
Again, I'm not going to get into that.
And then one other question, the day of the crime scene, you called it perplexing. Now you've learned a couple more details. Can you go into why you use that word?
Because it was unknown at the time. I mean, we had been there not very long at all, and it was undetermined at that time whether we were going to be looking at it as a murder-suicide or as a capital murder investigation. So I think we've kind of gotten past that point right now, unless we get evidence that would lead us to believe otherwise, but I think we're past that point right now.
You said the bodies have been there for several days. How many days exactly?
I don't know exactly, but they'd been there for a few days, I'll say.
So what took you so long to find the car if the car was parked there for several days?
What took us so long to find it?
Yes, if the car was parked over there for like several days.
Nobody came across that car.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This guy, I swear
Okay.
to God.
People don't think he's very personable. I think that he's. I think.
Well, remember when the reporter said, "Hey, what do you want to say to the family?" She's like, "Fuck you, nothing."
Let's get rid of that.
I don't want to say shit to the family. They know what I think. I'm like, okay, well, can you just be the chief of police for a minute so we can get our news clip and write our article? That's all we need from you, sir.
Yeah, this is I think so too. I absolutely think it was personal. There was a feud there. 3 miles from the apartment to where they were found. I think I just brought that up. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out then where the footage would have been taken. Just posted a short of the vehicle's locations. Let me go look and see what he put up.
Generally, Jenny.
I don't see a short. Let me see.
Right, C. King? Like, and the family has my condolences. Whoever is out, we're going to find you. You made a mistake. Like, whatever. Just chiefy comments.
Okay, so that's where the... Okay. But how far is it from where she was found? Where the car was found? This is you can see these houses in the background. Oh, there we go. Car found here.
Yeah,
right around the corner.
Okay, so it was right around the corner.
That makes sense. Okay.
If they knew where the cameras were, they wouldn't have stopped there. That was an accident that they got caught on camera. They wouldn't have stopped in front of a camera and then drove around the corner to where they weren't on camera. They would have just only stopped on the spot.
Yeah, it's definitely the same apartment complex. Let me pull that back up.
JLR like walked around the whole thing. How does he get everywhere? I wonder what his airline are. How many miles does he have?
Okay, so this is like the back side then. And the car's around the corner.
I think so too. Deets on the streets.
Hey, Deets. I think he teleports. I don't know. He is literally anywhere and everywhere.
And first, like, and at the right times, like. God, he must have like a sixth, like he has like intuition or something about it. Cause
If it's keeping him out of the trouble that he used to get into, then I'm happy for him.
yeah, he gets the good footage.
Because he seems very busy with being everywhere that he goes all the time. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where that would be then. So it doesn't really. This would be where they stop and park, right here, where the cul-de-sac is, because you can see all the cars in the back.
Oh yeah, true. Yes, I agree.
You can see the cars parked at the other house, and then pull over and then just park the car. So I wonder then, does he get in? Does this person? Does the driver get in the truck?
I mean, he must.
Did I close my video? Shit. So they're like, okay, here, wipe it all off. Go park it over there, and then we'll be on our way. So there's maybe no footage over here. Did I lose you?
Oh no, I wonder why they met. I mean, I wonder where, it looks like that's where they parked in different spots and they were all together, and then like they just drove opposite directions to meet in that back area, or did that black truck come from a different entire location, and it was like the murders were already done in the Kia, and they just met. It looks like they meet up and they quickly talk there. I don't know. Yeah, why did they come from opposite sides? I want to know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, why do you think they came from opposite sides?
I don't know. It looks like they met up there. That was their first interaction. Because otherwise, why would you get out of your car? Like you have to say something. There they are. You have to talk real quick, and then I don't know. Where was the black truck beforehand? Where was the Kia before? You know what? There's so many cameras out there now. Like let's just follow the crime. It's solvable.
Oh, there's a video at a store where they were last seen.
Who? Matthew and Savanah?
I don't know. So you think, Jeannie, they came from opposite directions so that the Kia didn't get caught on camera at the gas station? I think that the Kia driver parks the death car and walks. Okay, hold on. Somebody sent me some more stuff. Let me see what they sent. The truck is parked in that area where the bodies were found in the car. Is the truck actually from this apartment complex? Somebody sent me this.
Ooh.
That's the apartment complex they were found.
Yeah, see, King, I agree. It's like he was checking on, he stuck his head in and looked around to see what was actually the problem or whatever, and then gave a direction, and then they drove around the corner or something. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me, too.
Well, I'm just going through the stuff that I was sent so I can see if there's anything that I should show you guys. The guy in the truck, look at it close. The person on the driver's side gets out of the car. One got out of the car, one gets out of the truck. The truck is parked in the area where the bodies were found in the car. Oh, shit. Hold on. She also sent me this one. She sent this while I was live, so I don't have a lot of context behind it, but I'm just showing it to you guys because it is freaking interesting.
Oh, dang. How about that?
Looks like different rims, though. This looks like it has dark rims, from what I can tell. This one does not.
You never just believe anything.
You know I don't. I have to be able to. I have to be able to debunk things.
If any of y'all are looking for like a satisfying, wow, you did it, don't go looking for it from T. She's just going to ask you where it came from or say it's not the same nose.
I don't think it's the same truck. What do you guys think?
I don't.
Let me go back to the scenes on TV. No, that's these. Okay, but that does look similar to the truck parked at the apartment complex. This one, just not this one.
Yeah.
So let's get rid of that one.
Yeah.
That could be the same truck. Let's go to the close-up of it. I still don't understand what. You guys don't think there's anything under the stomach? Under the shirt?
I kind of do, but I don't know. I don't.
There's a damn sunroof on that car, Shay.
I don't actually know. So this was all, in my opinion. I have no idea.
Oh, that's a good point, Sniper. You'll learn what type of killing this was when we find out what caliber pistol was used. 22 behind the ear, very popular for hitmen, not very loud, and limited mess.
I literally don't think that like anybody in San Antonio notices a gunshot. Based
Well,
on
shit. I mean, like, look, a couple days later, you got a whole bunch of them popping off anyway.
Yeah, it's a firework. That's what they say down here.
I typically have to ask my husband. I'm like, was that a gunshot or was that fireworks? He's like, it was fireworks. And I'm like, all right.
Percentage of fireworks to gunshots that I actually hear sometimes. I don't know. Like, they can't all be fireworks.
Okay, so Janice brings up a point that I thought was interesting too. It's almost like the driver of the truck touches the car and he's like wiping down his own prints. Like he's not like in the car wiping down anybody else's prints. Hold on. My editor closed, so I have to try to get it to reopen.
San Antonio's poor shot spotter.
I don't know. So, I mean, are we just, I mean, what's the general consensus out there then? You guys are thinking that this is like drug deal gone bad? This is retaliation for something that happened with her brother? Do you guys think that this is, you know, a family dispute? Like, what are you guys thinking? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't know.
I
think that the people that are going to solve it are not on TikTok.
Yeah, Shay, they are. The ones from the doorbell cam are a different night. Absolutely. I can tell you the channel with the excellent enhanced video. What channel, Janice? You think it's stealing drugs, plain and simple. Just a plain robbery. Drug deal gone bad. All of the above. I absolutely think it's too high profile and there's too much information out there. I think that they'll probably catch him within the next few days. If they, like, some people in chat are already thinking that they know exactly who it is. It's weird because the big guy touches the car with his hands and doesn't wipe that part down of the door. On Mob Crew, well, Mob Crew always does amazing shit, so it's true. Let me go see what he's got going on. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, I think it is personal, and I think it probably had something to do with like drugs or money. And I hope they catch him soon, though, because somebody knows that guy.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know, because I mean, we've already found a couple guys with the bellies, so they're probably like, shit, that could be so and so.
I think that whoever that is in the truck is like a boss, you know?
All right, let's see what Chris from Mob Crew has to say. And then we're going to probably wrap it up. Well, let's check and see if anything
background
new.
And this one got, man, that sucks. Wonder if we could get one of, sure, but this is definitely the hair. Something I would have to definitely play a lot more with. Let me pull up one last thing here, and then we'll kind of recap everything.
That's a great point. He could have just taken the murder weapon with him and wrapped it in the towel. Didn't want to touch it, so that's what the towel was for.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Hey, he uses what I use.
So, all right, and then we'll take those ones and run some different programs. Nope.
This is what I had it in, but my editor closed. And it won't open, so I don't know why.
Mrs. Italy D, I just literally thought that a few minutes ago in my head and didn't say it out loud.
To me, it doesn't seem very tall.
Oh.
And then you'll notice there's something that moves right here. It's like someone tosses them like a towel or whatever. Man, it's almost like he wipes
I agree, Chris.
the door handle and stuff as he's handled. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Hold on.
Savanah didn't deserve it, and Matthew didn't deserve it, and it's sad that people would
Did he
say
just
that.
wipe down the door?
Yes, Chris, he did.
I think that's a towel. I really think that's a towel. And I think because he handled the door, that his buddy gave him the towel, or whoever's in the passenger seat of the truck. And maybe he wiped down that door that he just came in contact with. Let's look at this.
Everything is literally on video nowadays.
Now,
I agree.
this car door is already open, and then he opens it up some more. He grabs the car door. So notice he grabs the car door. He's the one that opens it up the rest. So this car door, this Kia car door, even before it stopped, the door was like kind of halfway open. When this guy gets out of the truck, he clearly grabs it and opens it up the rest of the way. And then obviously is talking, and they're doing whatever. Then, so obviously this is slow motion, so it's going to take a minute. So they're doing whatever.
I mean,
now
I
look,
don't think
so
that
this whatever moves, what looks to appear to be a towel. He grabs it, and look, he goes right for the door. Notice this door moves right when he grabs the towel.
I mean, we can't
This
expect
door
him to like grab out his Clorox bottle right
can't.
now, like and wipe it
On the
down.
door, on the Kia door. Can you guys see that?
I see it, Chris.
And he's going to wipe the door. Look, he just wiped the door.
But he's got his hand on it right there. He's got the towel in this
I
hand.
gotta
He's
slow
got that over
down
there.
some more.
But they still drove around the corner and left it there. Like do we expect them to like clean the car out right here?
But he takes the towel back. That's my issue. So now whoever's prints and all this stuff, like what's stopping their prints from being on anything as they drive around the corner? What's stopping? They didn't clean off anything. He barely wipes off a little bit of something and then he goes and gets back in the car like that. I mean, that's not a professional at all. Like he's not wiping down the shit that needs to be wiped down.
If they cleaned it, they did it right before they left it because he still has to drive it around the corner. Like might have wiped down like the door and steering wheel and stuff right then when they got out and were leaving. I think it's something about like he's taking the gun back or taking the drugs that was on him or something, you know. I think that this is their first encounter. Like, dude just walked into a horror show, and he's like, "Bro, let's pull around the corner."
So I wonder if they meet up over by the car and finish cleaning it off. And he's like, "Yeah, this isn't going to be enough. Like, go park the car and let's go. Let's go."
Yeah, I think that.
Kathy said, question, am I wrong? I heard the plates didn't match the vehicle. I have not heard that they were the wrong plates. What I heard was that when they put the bolo out, that the paper plates were still on the car, or that they thought that it still had the paper plates from last they knew. And then, but when the car was found, it had the permanent plates on it. So maybe the permanent plates had arrived.
Which would mean that it's the wrong plate, right?
Would mean it's the right plates for the car. It's just not the paper plates anymore. It's the right plates.
No, I heard that it was not the right plate number and stuff. The paper plates would not be the permanent ones, right?
No.
No.
My paper plates never matched my permanent ones. I don't know about Texas, but not in California they didn't.
So
My
nobody
paper
could
plates
recognize the car if they were checking the plate because, yeah, it was different plates. How do you know any about that car?
We don't know. As far as I don't know if the plates were the correct plates for the car or not. So
They were not. They were not the ones that were listed on the clear thing.
right, because those were paper plates. Do we know an address? It's the 5900 block of what's it called?
Danny May.
Danny K Drive at the Colinas Medical Apartments in Texas. Okay, let me see what else he says.
I think that's what that was right there. Let me know what you guys see. I know it's got to be hard for those that probably not, especially if you're on your phone. I apologize. If I made it any bigger, it'd just be a bunch of blobs. But yeah, let me know. To me, that looks like he at the very least uses that thing on the door. So he opens up the door further.
Yeah, he touches it.
So clearly,
touch the door.
He didn't have gloves on. He just came in contact with that door, leaving fingerprints.
Yeah, he touches the door, and then he's looking in the car like, or she, because it could still be a she. I'm not sold on that. It has to be a guy. Touches the car, goes and out. He's wiping down. He's like, oh, crap, I touched the door. But he doesn't go back and wipe that part of the door that we can see anyway. Maybe after he closes it. But I think it probably is for maybe the weapon or something. Or they're talking. He's like, no, this is too much. Go park the car. We're gonna have to wipe this down. And maybe there's no camera footage from another spot. And so this is what they had.
Yeah.
Because he's not wiping down everything.
Yeah, I don't think that means like unsophisticated criminals that didn't pull out their Clorox bottle and broom right there. They just drove around the corner to dump it.
See, that's how I feel. I just feel like it's too messy. Whatever's happening here was not coordinated, was not done with any type of pre-planning. That's how I feel about it, and I can't change my mind. I think that they went there with the intention to do harm, whoever this driver is. And if this driver is a chick, I mean, that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, I think that if they're well, okay, I have it. If their target was not Savanah, if the target was Matthew, then I think that it got out of hand, and Savanah was collateral damage, maybe, and they killed her too, or they killed her first and made him whatever. But like, if I think if the target was actually Savanah, then they probably did plan it, because I mean Christmas, the hospital was supposed to be the next day, like, but why would they? That just doesn't seem likely to me.
Yeah, it's literally like he looks in the car to verify they are dead, tries to wipe his own prints off the door, tosses the towel back in his truck, and drives away. That's what I think too. Like, oh shit, I just touched this. Give me that towel. Like, he's like, throw me the towel right there. He tells this person in the passenger seat, throw me that towel. Wipes off whatever he thinks that he just touched, and then goes on with his life.
Ava, no, I cannot imagine driving with roommates. And literally, like, I can never be a murderer because I'm afraid of like spiders. I could not. I would. I think that like I would be so afraid of a body that I couldn't function. I don't know. I'd be a terrible murderer. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, terrible. That's good to know. Good to know.
It's like I'm too scared.
Yes, unicorn. They said that the baby was deceased also. They did not ever say if there was any type of coffin birth or anything like that. That's been speculated, but it's not been actually reported by, I don't even think the family members have said that. So it's just been talked about because they were in the car for 3 to 4 days. And we know if it was this was Friday night, they weren't found until Tuesday. I mean, it's a possibility, but we don't know that. The other thing is at the very first press conference, he states that there was 2 bodies in the car, which kind of leads me to think that there wasn't a coffin birth. I don't know though. I honestly don't. I have no answer on that. The poor little baby.
Anyway, I gotta get going because my kids have been.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna wrap it up anyway. I'm thankful that you were able to come up, and thank you for all the stuff that you've been sending to and helping.
I know I was on this one. I usually am really hesitant to like get on a new case because I just don't have time to be solving Delphi and all this stuff all the time. Like, so, but I just got into this one. This one got me.
It did. It wrapped up. And it went so fast, and I think that's another issue where I was like, I don't know. There's so much information out there, and there's so much conflicting information out there that it's hard to know what's actually happening. The families are telling almost 2 different stories, and not fully, but like different pieces. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know which one's which. I don't know what's going to end up happening. Hey, NorCal Jim. Christine's on panel. I'll take the comment down so you guys can see. A coffin birth is, it doesn't typically happen. I think somebody just mentioned that too. It doesn't typically happen necessarily at this stage of a pregnancy. And I don't even want to get into like the gruesomeness of it because it's really like Shanann Watts had that happen. But Lacey Peterson was almost due, and Lacey Peterson had a coffin birth. What?
I said all of the Lost Islanders here are all very well versed on coffin birth by now.
So your body, the pressures that build up in your body, and then it will expel a fetus. So it'll push out the baby. So that's considered a coffin birth. It's like you gave birth to the baby after you passed away.
C. King is a mortician? Oh my goodness.
There you go. Yeah, the gases in the body.
So interesting.
So it's just so sad because I think about that baby and I just think about, that's why I said I don't even want to think like how long it would be. How long would it be alive? How long would that baby have lived? Mother Drive says she was too far along for that. They say that Lacey Peterson had a coffin birth, and she was really far along.
I mean, I think that if your body expires, I think, and now, okay, so C. King is here, so I might be totally wrong and embarrass myself right now, but I was under the impression that if your body expires, that process starts like within minutes. I didn't think the baby just deceased inside. Oh wait, did she just answer?
2 minutes.
Let me give Jeannie a couple
It makes me
minutes.
just so sad.
I thought it was a few. Like I thought it was soon that your body starts expelling the baby.
Yeah, so now I don't want to end it on that because now I'm going to be sad. So I just think like the little baby trying to like live in there. All right, that's terrible.
No, that makes sense.
Somebody say something. Somebody say something nicer so that we can end and not feel. I don't. That's the autopsy. They would remove the baby. Yeah, they would. They would. They'd remove the baby, and then since he was fully developed, he'll be buried on his own.
I mean, then we should all just send our thoughts and prayer, like intentions and vibes and thoughts and prayers, if that's what you do or whatever you want, and to her mother, because and to the mothers and the people that love them, and Fabian is a special kind of angel. He never will experience pain and sadness, and he went straight from womb to heaven, and whatever you believe in.
All right.
Alrighty.
This is just so damn sad. It's just so damn sad. That's why I'm like, there's so much to try to cover with all the different stuff, but I just couldn't not talk about it because it's something that's been weighing on me since I literally saw her mom's post about her missing, and I was like, there's something to this that I got to talk about, and I got to talk about it with you guys. So I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys for coming and talking about it with me, and for sharing information that you guys know that I don't know. Christine, I'm always thankful for you. I thank you for taking the time to be able to actually come up here and talk about it. It's.
Womp womp.
I just appreciate all of you guys. I know. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Boom,
Thank you guys for being here. I know. Go enjoy the rest of your Friday the best that you can. Hug your babies. Hug your loved ones. Go love on somebody. And thank you for being here. Missed you. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.